12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Light Heavyweight Championship of the World. From Sydney, Australia, the WBC #1 ranked light heavyweight contender in the world, Paul Firepower Briggs. The reigning, defending, undefeated WBC light heavyweight champion of the world, Tomasz Adamek.
Okay, listen up. The rules were explained to both of you fighters in your dressing room, all right? Here are your instructions. I want you to keep your punches up at all times. I want you to obey the commands that's going to be given to you at all times. Good luck to both of you. Protect yourselves at all times. Let's go to work.
More of a brawl than the first fight. Only one of them can be right.
I believe that although Adamek wants to make this a boxing contest, I think the crowd and excitement is going to force him to have to fight. I don't think he's going to be able to box in this fight.
Briggs comes out of his corner and momentarily back into the ropes. Adamek looks stronger and more heavily in Chicago a year ago. Briggs landed a lot of... Briggs says tonight he needs to step up being better man.
Well, one thing that's going for Adamek background, he had a lot of good amateur fights internationally and would have been on turn professional.
Well, indeed, what we are seeing in the heavyweight class shows up in the light heavyweight and the super middleweight board in the sport.
Yes, they spend much more time getting their basic foundation on them than we do in America. A lot because the guys are going to stay and fight almost every 48 months.
And once ridiculed as programmatic stand-up fighters who are utterly predictable, we now see many Europeans who blend fully well-rounded fighters. Adamek gets hit with the right hand and bolted back, then he comes.
Body head, very good defense, and he's taking control over the fight.
And there's a perfect left hook.
So much for control.
Briggs. Hands in last year's fight, scores a first-round knockdown with a perfect left hook. Told us yesterday he had never been down in a professional prize fight. So that
Don't let him get to you.
But I still think he's fighting a very good fight, but you know.
Adamek can do in the remaining 42 seconds of the round, because remember, Briggs is able to win the round overall to go with the knockdown. But if Adamek is seen by the judge, then it becomes 10-9.
Well, actually, from this point on, Adamek
to stop it from being a two-point round.
It's a good right hand with a small follow-up left back, but by and large, this is somewhat like the first fight in that Adamek throws more and does more damage, but Briggs landed the big shot.
Here we see Briggs land the left hook just at the time when he was expanding out forward instead, and the hook came.
Yeah, the electricians
landed 7 more punches in the round, but in Harold Letterman's eyes, it's a 2-point round for Adamek because of the because for Briggs. Adamek again lets his hands go in combination.
Very good fight because you have two guys with not much clinching going on. They're both landing clean, effective punches now and still having good defense.
There's a small red spot above the left eye of Paul Briggs, and it's bleeding. So Briggs has been cut, perhaps by a right hand. Yeah.
It was bloody from both sides.
Hard right hand back.
Look at the brawl, he said he does not want to have a technical fight. And the way they're going, either guy can knock the other guy down the way they're punching. At this stage, the better basic amateur background and experience of Adamek is being a big factor.
Here comes the knockdown. Left eye of Briggs.
Briggs was cut over the left eye, same eye. That was ruled the result of an accidental headbutt. I believe this was a right-hand punch.
The speed is going to throw, and he's throwing them from different angles also.
But the knockdown belongs to Briggs. And once again, the combination punching crowd.
He's fighting a very good, skillful fight at this
right hand across the top and a good left hook. With a little smile on his face.
As if this right now, which I feel too, but she's got to be very...
Adamek looked spindly a year ago compared to the heavily muscled body you see tonight. Adamek was trained by the well-known Jack Mosley, father of Sugar Shane Mosley from Pomona, California. After that fight, they parted ways. Briggs is now trained by Johnny Lewis, legendary Australian trainer who trained Jeff, Australian trainer, Emmanuel.
He definitely is the #1 Australian trainer. And also, he developed a lot of good guys, but the one thing you can expect is what we call a real good conditioning coach, more so than technical.
Adamek in particular used to just outwork people.
That's what he's trying to do with Briggs. That's why they want to make it a brawl. But Adamek is fighting a very good fight. The strategy of him is very good.
Adamek, who is comfortable brawling, but prefers tonight to box. He can do both. Landing the occasional right hand over the top. Adamek landing a variety of punches. Briggs again with a right hand there. Shots. Adamek has the more solid.
That's Buddy McGirt's work.
His head, upper body movement all the way around. Very good technical style of fighting.
Buddy told us that Adamek's biggest weakness was a tendency to admire his work after he lands a punch. A lot of fighters like to admire their work, Emmanuel.
Yes, but after he finishes up every combination, he comes right back with a jab at the end.
Hard right hand again by Briggs. That punch has been his bellwether through both fights with the top. Why is Adamek so susceptible to the right?
He's getting hit with him, but strange enough, it seems like they haven't hurt him. And from him, sooner or later, one of them are going to hurt him.
Trickling blood, and the cut is in that most dangerous of positions, above the eye vision. Good left hook by Paul Briggs, his best left-hand punch. Adamek comes back with a combination again.
Because of the crowd and excitement, but he's doing it best for hands.
I think he's
Hard
showing,
right hand by Briggs.
I think he's showing good, controlled aggression.
Again there with another one. Yes. Pull. Come on, mate.
Good jab. And go downstairs this run. You got to work the body more. Okay? Too much head hunting. Okay? Come on.
Briggs may be being outworked by Adamek, but he's landing right hands at will. And if he keeps landing those right hands like that, sooner or later something's going to have to happen.
How do you have it, Ruthless?
Okay, Jim. 2 rounds to 1. Adamek, 28 in points. Jim, credit if he knocks somebody off his feet. That's boxing. Now, I know Paul Briggs may have lost the first round technically, but he did knock an 8. The other two, 10-9. Adamek, I love his combination. 5-6 punches every time he lets go of his arm. 2-1, Adamek.
Round 4, more of the right hand across the top. Adamek has landed some combinations.
You know, he's not stepping back. He's not even trying to shift and just keep doing what I'm doing.
Well, he sees the right hand coming, so he's him in the first round. He never saw it coming. Once again, good, clean right hand by Briggs.
Throughout both of their fights.
Adamek is showing
Another right hand for
right out of control. Just a beautiful combination throwing boxer puncher.
He's the king of Chicago from a boxing standpoint because of the many Polish Americans in the audience here to root for him. Body shot. Adamek a little bit sparser with his punch output in this round.
Successful in blocking more punches this round than he has in the past.
Right across the top. Now Adamek's nose trickling blood as the result of that last Briggs right hand shot. Another big right hand land.
He's not landing as clean a punches as Briggs is at the
blood in his nose is bothering. Now he blows out.
Well, the fight is on now. They're both
3 good jabs from Adamek. Now starting to work much harder with his jab, having seen the damage he's done to Adamek's nose. Adamek across the top with a right hand. Another Briggs right hand to punctuate the round. 139 for Adamek, 40 out of 92 for Briggs. Averaging 75 punches around is Adamek. More than Briggs, who's averaging like 50 punches around, but it's a in which both men have made their marks.
The last round, but I'm slightly moving towards Briggs because he's landing cleaner punches. Not as flashy, but he's landing the clean punches.
Well, Adamek fought the whole last fight with a broken nose and didn't get it broken until the 4th round of this one. So maybe now he's ready to open up.
Jim, is that your X-ray vision that tells you he has a
It's just a bloody nose, but if ever there was a nose that's a candidate to be
beats him almost as much as his jab.
Yeah, and it turns left at
He's
well, I mean, talk about tough. Briggs as a teenager went to live in a Thai kick. ate the most rudimentary of diets and lived with Thai fighters who come from and are kickboxing to try to get money for their fight know what tough really is.
And he's showing it tonight after get and Adamk.
15 seconds, you can hear from ringside as Adamek tries to clear his nose so he can breathe through it.
What about the contact in the fight?
The momentum of the fight has moved toward Briggs now. He's trying to box and he's trying to fight.
And now Briggs steps in and asserts himself with another booming right hand. And another booming right hand, right on the jaw. Big round for Paul with an unexpected left hook. But this is Briggs' money weapon, Emmanuel.
The right hand has been continually landing, and Adamek has not even found any defense. I don't think he's even tried to block it. In fact, it's almost like he doesn't want to get a missed one.
Counter to Adamek's left. Sometimes he just leads with it. Occasionally he tries to
land in the right hand with regularity, and it's going to take his
shots in that round, and a whole boatload of right hands over the top. They've done a good job in Briggs' corner. Jump side. Blood continues to flow from Adamek's nose.
But Briggs is blocking better punches, but looks so much more physically stronger at this stage, as well as mentally.
Right hand all night. Buddy McGirt asked Adamek for more body punching. And again, I think he's caught between styles.
I would say he's between trying to box, trying to fight. Nothing seems to be working that effectively.
Adamek expressed that he thought he could make it more of a boxing match.
Going right now. We need to stick with the jab and start moving a little bit.
Adamek landed a big right hit.
Right in front of him.
Gets there in a hurry.
And those punches have negated all of the advantage that early in the round.
Very few in to their opponents.
And his punches are short and straight. They're not wide enough to have time to defend against him.
Well, and you talked about Johnny Lewis. Certainly appears to be showing up. He's just as intense now as he was in round one. Adamek doubling up the left hand, jab then left hook. Increasingly wary of Briggs' right hand. Briggs was a little contradictory when discussing Adamek's punching power last year. He said, I don't think he can hit hard, but I'll say this. He hit harder in the 12th round than he did in any other.
Paul, you've got to keep the pressure on him, mate. You're following him around and throwing no punches.
That's the wrist round, Mike. That's your wrist. Hey, keep that head moving and the head down in the double jab. When he gets close, work the body, okay?
Round 7 begins and a pitched battle. Harold Ludeman, how do you have it so far?
Okay, Jim, 58, 55, 4 rounds to 2, Paul first. A lot of the times he's become the effective row. I find the problem with Tomasz Adamek is he's too straight up to Briggs.
Interestingly, Johnny Lewis told Briggs after the last round, well, you lost that round, you gave Adamek a round, that was your rest round, but that doesn't necessarily mean the judges saw it that way, as Harold points out.
Very good, but you know, the styles will always make these guys have great fights, as you were saying, Larry. They can fight for.
Adamek, it appears, is spitting blood.
As they are.
Well, the first fight, Adamek came into the fight with a broken nose, and Briggs had a one-on-one performance.
Oh, they fought like devils for the whole distance, despite their physical.
As they are doing tonight.
Hard right hand by.
His punches look better than they were, but they might have fooled the judges.
Another reaching right hand combination in return.
Adamek is outworking.
On Adamek's face from both nostrils. He's tireder. Adamek's punches have nowhere near the snap they had in rounds 2 and 3 when he was moving Briggs. A real power since that time has belonged to Briggs. Shots by Adamek.
Yeah, this has been a good round for Adamek simply because he's outworked Briggs.
But Adamek has gone to the body in this round more than he has.
For Tomasz Adamek, tightening up the fight.
This is the typical pattern of the fight with Adamek actually outlanding in terms of punches, and Briggs coming back with the power punches. Only this past
One of his better rounds, throwing 87 punches. Perhaps won the last round, tightening up the scorecards in the fight. And incidentally, Harold 9. We shall see.
Should be very left hook that Briggs landed. He didn't land anything else the rest of the round.
No, and at a point in a fight that seems as though it may stretch 12 rounds again, as did last year's battle.
I want to announce, because it is unusual, that I agree with Harold.
I know, you said so earlier, actually. You said that you believe that it's sure that all three judges will see it that way. And that's one thing we should keep in mind. They trade against the ropes, and Briggs gets hurt. Adamek lands a big shot. Paul Briggs trying to cover up. Another good combination for Adamek. Briggs is trying to bail himself out with the right hand again. Adamek blasts him into the ropes.
Adamek is out.
And his vibrancy starts to come back. Now, once again, Briggs sticks the right hand in there. And again, and again. So 3 straight right hands by Briggs. But Adamek... Briggs jumping and firing.
Briggs has lost this round for the most part, I believe, but it's still early enough for him to come back with some good, clean right hands and possibly would pull this round out also.
In the round, Adamek had Briggs going for a moment. Thudding shot. Gets his left through the guard.
Briggs
right hand up top. Good left hook by Adamek. Back with a right hand. And again. Booming right hands by Paul Briggs. Gets him in trouble.
But at this stage, Adamek is taking control. He's actually outworking him. It's who throws the most punches is who's winning these rounds.
Briggs occasionally halting him with right hands. Again, same stuff. The deal again in the closing seconds of the round and takes a right hand.
But he's still out punching him.
What a round.
Adamek came back from a first round knockdown.
Right here, you had Adamek land a right hand, very good right hand, because I don't think that Briggs even expected it. He just came in punching, but it was enough, I think, probably to get enough attention. Which
punches in that round, landing third, and you can see that on Harold Letterman's card, Adamek has crawled back to within 1 point. Again, if the first round was scored 10-9 instead of 10-8, if the judges agreed with Harold on the other rounds, and some of these rounds are very close.
Actually, who throws the most punches in each round now is going to win the round.
Low blow by...
I can't help but point out memorable foul pole. That certainly Adamek has been a very fair pole, and that was an accident.
And now Briggs is ready to go, and here they are. Emmanuel, what about the psychology? Wait a minute. Briggs in big trouble. Adamek landed a hard right hand. And here goes the Polish fighter trying to close the show. Hard right hand by Briggs.
These are 2 tough guys, as Larry said. I mean, this is what makes...
Fights of last year by acclamation. This is a candidate for Fight of the Year already.
Good shot right hand by Briggs.
For days from both fighters.
His foot lifted off the canvas. Now he comes back to land 2 big right hands.
He's landing some great shots, but strange enough, Adamek has never...
We always say the left hook is the best punch in boxing because it's the punch you don't see.
And I didn't even see it. I'll be honest with you.
It was a slightly low punch.
I saw the punch.
I agree. But I don't know that Briggs is the kind of unsportsmanlike guy who would put on an act like that.
Well, the one thing for sure, he could use the punch at this stage of a close fight.
Well, he got the punch. He could use it, and he got it. And now on knocking Briggs out.
Be a good too many body punches from here on.
That's what they tried to tell Galata. Big right hand by Adamek. Briggs fires back to the left and the right. What a round. 2 rounds.
It almost hurts my eyeballs.
Yes, you've gone up the gym to spar 3 rounds. Mate, you've got plenty, he's got none. Yes. Mate, do you want to be world? Yep.
Right here, you see the shot that came below. I think it was a shot that was intended for the body, but the way that his head was pulled down by Briggs, from Briggs missing a punch himself, forced it.
This is Briggs surviving Adamek's assault a little later in the round, and then Briggs coming back with right hands, and that is the second low blow.
Excuse for Briggs to just take a break right there.
Copy box numbers through 9. Adamek landing 23 more, 58 more. Briggs landing at the higher percentage. Harold
In 4 rounds apiece, 1 round even, because Thomas Adamek won the 9th round. Tim Adams time, but in points, 85-80. Tim Adams blew the call. It was ridiculous. It wasn't a low blow. I'm talking about the second three. Has to use discretion.
Usually you see 2 warnings before
I have a question, Harold. If a punch is below the belt on the side, as that was, are you saying that's not a punch below the...
The problem was, I mean, maybe I saw it wrong. I saw it actually hit like on the side of the leg.
I agree with him.
And that was it, so rather it was never in the area where...
And I don't want to belabor the point too much, but we pay attention to point margin for Briggs comes from the fact that he scored the first round 10-8 because of a Briggs knockdown. And Adamek dominated the rest of the round, or at least controlled it.
But now when we come to call it a 10-9, he said.
He calls it 9-9 because Adamek won the round. Yes. I still think it's possible there are judges who scored the first round 10-9. Again, for Briggs, but Adamek is again landing more.
Output of both guys that came up to the same level. The fight is dead even almost this round.
In 40 seconds. This has been a leaders after the mayhem of the 8th and 9th. It seems to still be on the table with 30 seconds to go.
I think Briggs is winning this round.
Yeah, I think so, Larry, because the short punches he's landing.
To fell the giant tonight.
Let's go, champ. Let's go.
CompuBox numbers on the 10th round gave Briggs 82, landed 21. He was in the uppercut from Paul Briggs, round after round, and he finally threw it right there. And Briggs with a good left jab, shooting up out of the crouch. Another good
two when they're fighting in any round. Briggs will win that round because Briggs' punches are more his punch, and he looks more sturdy, but out hustling him, so to say.
This has been a Briggs and gotten going in the first minute of round 11. Could be that Briggs would be better conditioned.
You can't keep beating all of those punches up, even though you have a good chin. Sooner or later, your features start to busting up, but just the physical damage.
His head up with a left uppercut. Wasn't all that big a shot.
Heavyweight fight will be this good?
It'll be interesting, though. First half of the round seems perhaps to belong to Briggs. Now he let damage from Briggs' big shots.
Left.
He's never cut off from throwing punches.
There have been precious few of those. Good left hook by Briggs, countering an Adamek right hand. Now Adamek counters Briggs twice. And
throw something back, he'll still get the advantage, and that's the difference right there.
Left and right by Briggs. Adamek reaching with a little left. Briggs battering Adamek with a body shot, and again tries that right uppercut that Johnny Lewis wanted. Adamek with a counter.
Now there's a cut underneath the eye of Adamek.
1 round.
Don't you do anything silly, mate. Don't you do anything silly. You've got to keep him going back, mate. Keep him going.
Okay, last round. Okay, you gotta watch. You gotta move that head, baby. Okay.
CompuBox numbers in 11. Adamek 20 out of 79. Briggs, and now Adamek leads by a point. It's an extra point from the first round and got the low blow point in the night.
Knockdown to get into the fight of it.
Adamek bleeding profusely under the eye and from the nose. Briggs lands a left hand. His corner did a great job on the cut over his right eye. It's been basically stopped ever since it appeared in the second round. Adamek letting his hands fight the blood flowing from his eye and his nose. Don't see too much more courage in the ring. And these two guys have exhibited in 24 rounds against
a courageous fight. Look at, he really wants to try to keep his championship. It was very hard to take the championship. He's busted up real bad. Bad cut over the left eye. Now, plus both eyes swollen up.
And now he gets right. Adamek bleeding above and below the left eye now. On Adamek's cut eye.
Like long-distance runners, expending every ounce of energy to view.
But I think the facial features of this fight are clean.
Well, if Nicky Ward and Arturo Gatti are best friends now, are Adamek and Briggs headed toward being blood brothers? I mean, they
well, it's pretty much still up in the air going into the last round.
In the stretch.
What warriors.
Tomasz Adamek wouldn't be denied in the 12th round. He was going to win that round come hell or high water. It was mostly hell.
Mauro de Fiore scores at 113, 113 even. Ken Morita scores at 114, 112. Ray Hawkins, 115, 111. To the winner, Hanya Ipanovia, still undefeated, still WBC light heavyweight champion of the